something that I really love, and I'm not really sure why I love this, but I do, is guitar instrumental versions of songs that I love. And when you couple in Disney with that, I am over the moon. So I'm really quite thrilled to have recently discovered the Disney Peaceful Guitar series. Um, this is something that I discovered through Amazon Music, and I decided to listen to Disney Guitar Happy first, which I think is the sixth one released in the series. And I will say I'm not sure why it's called Happy, because while the songs are not depressing as such, they're not exactly the most uplifting or groovy or funky, apart from the first track. So, in terms of the song selection, definitely not what I would have expected. But with regards to the acoustic guitar playing these beautiful tracks, I absolutely love it. This was released last year, in 2020, label Walt Disney Records. I do not know who is playing these. If you know the name, if the guitarist, please let me know. I'll put that information in the description. But at the moment, unfortunately, I don't actually know who I should give the credit for these beautiful, beautiful pieces. So it starts off, there are only 7 tracks, and it starts off with Everybody Wants to Be a Cat, which is amazing, because that's often an overlooked song, and it's one of my favourites from my childhood, and I'd never heard this played on guitar to the best of my recollection, so that performance I absolutely loved. I will say, it's impossible to not sing along. It's just fabulous. And then when this transitions from, all of the cats playing jazz and having a lot of fun to Duchess playing the harp, the way the guitar manages that shift so effortlessly was just absolutely beautiful. Really solid way to start off this EP. Second one is He's a Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. Not actually a song I'm a big fan of, but very beautifully played. Number 3 is my second favourite on the album. I say that, I'm not sure if I prefer this or Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. Either way, Colours of the Wind from Pocahontas sounds incredible on the guitar, and I apologise to all of my neighbours, because when this is on, I cannot help but sing along. It's so gorgeous and played so well, it just sounds incredible. Then there's a song that I am not the most familiar with, but I'm really pleased to see it here because it shows that it's not just the classic songs, a little bit more modern. It's the song Remember from the Lion King remake. And obviously I'd rather have had an original Lion King song in here, but I am also pleased that there's a song from a very, very recent Lion King film, because some of their soundtracks are often overlooked in these kind of compilations and reimaginings. Very well played. Doesn't speak to me emotionally because I'm not that familiar with the song, but I enjoyed listening to it. The next 3 are all ones that, if you'd asked me to guess what would be on this, none of these would come to mind, which is something that I think works in its favour, because, as I said, a lot of compilations and reimaginings recycle the same songs again and again. I never would have expected to find Define Dancing from Wall-E on this. I actually don't like Wall-E as a film very much, but I do like the soundtrack, and that's something that I was really pleasantly surprised with. Number 6. Number 6 is definitely not a song that I would think of as a happy song, and this is one of the things that confused me about this album, because each of the installments in this series has a different theme. There's love, and I think there's like a lullaby one. There are various different kind of moods and themes, and I wouldn't say that When I See an Elephant Fly from Dumbo is what I would call a particularly happy song. It's not a depressing song, but it's not what I would have expected. But I like the song, and it's very well played. And we end with Almost There from The Princess and the Frog, which is a song I can take or leave. Nothing wrong with the performance, just not a song that speaks to me. So of the 7, there are 2 that I love, and that's Everybody Wants to Be a Cat and Colours of the Wind. And I listen to those quite a lot, quite frequently. I'm quite enamoured of those 2. Definitely worth checking out the Disney Peaceful Guitar series, especially if you like acoustic guitar instrumental versions of your favourite Disney songs, because it's just breathtaking. I'm really excited to check out the other ones. Apparently the one that came before this was the Motivation one, and the one that came after it is Breathe. So I'm very curious to see what songs have been chosen and to hopefully enjoy some of my favourites in acoustic guitar. It's absolutely beautiful. As I said, I listened to it on Amazon Music. I assume it's available in other places too. I'm not 100% sure. But personally, I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm very, very excited to listen to the rest.